Alright, everybody. Mighty Psycho here. Welcome to episode 327 of Psykos Platters. Always powered by coffee each and every time. So, I've been waiting for this one. We're going to do another album review, that's right. But what exactly are we going to be at? This is the hint right here. I got the Beatles Let It Be shirt. Yes. One of my few Beatles shirts I happen to own. Because we're going to talk about the 2-CD edition of Let It Be, that's right. So, the 2-CD edition of Let It Be came out this previous Friday, October 15, 2021. This is the 2-CD edition. There are multiple different variations of this set. Let It Be was originally, I got my notes here, was originally released in May of 1970. Now, a lot of these here tracks you've got going back to February 1968 for Across the Universe was the earliest one there. A majority of these recordings were done in January of 1969 during that month. In January in 1970, you have Everybody Minus John doing I Meet Mine, which was one of George's compositions. But in January of 70 and April of 70, you have overdubs for tracks on this. So this comes in an interesting little case, okay. And here's what the CD looks like. Flips itself out to this. All right, your CDs, basically, the Let It Be album itself looks like that. And then the second disc, which of course is your outtake highlights, looks like that. And a really neat little photo book here too. Let me see if I can show a couple pictures. Like this one here is pretty much on the book. Okay, I like this picture. I really do. One of my favorites. I am actually planning on getting the Get Back book too, if anybody cares to get that as well. I know Target's got that. Here's a shot from the rooftop performance in January 30th, 1969. I liked it when the original concept for the Get Back album came out, which was supposed to have been released in late '69, with this picture, which of course we're used to this picture now because of the red and blue greatest hits albums that Apple put out in '73, right? But I kind of like this picture for multiple reasons. I like the idea that they went back to almost the same exact spot as they did in '63. You know, just a little more wizened, matured Beatles, so to speak, at least in my opinion. Here's another little shot. This time here you got Billy Preston, who is your special guest, of course, along with the Fab Four, yes. Of course, this album was one of the shorter ones, wasn't it, in the Beatles catalog, about 35 minutes. Although, let's see, here's another nice one. Okay. So, so the rooftop concert, January 30th, 1969. 3 of the 5 rooftop performances are on the original Let It Be album. Glyn Johns made rough mix acetates originally from mid-March to late May 1969 to mix the album and complete the master tape. Another try was given mid-December 1969 to early January 1970. New mixes prepared again. The song Teddy Boy was dropped out of the tracks for Across the Universe. There was also another song called Rocker, which ended up into Save the Last Dance for Me, and a longer version of Dig It. Okay, but after that, Phil Spector was involved. Like I said, I got the 2-CD edition. I don't personally, okay, let's go to disc 1 for a second, the original album, okay? So, it has been released, obviously, many times previous, okay? Giles Martin and company took a stab with this particular album, alright? With this. And so the thing is, I know that, what was it, 1987 was the first stab at this for CD purposes. I actually didn't own that back in 87, so I didn't really have anything to judge on. I have heard the 2003 Let It Be Naked, which of course McCartney said in an interview that that was more of the intention to despecterize the Let It Be album, which I think in some ways worked, in some ways not, alright? But to hear it like this, so I had open ears for a CD release, okay? Because what I was used to was the original album on vinyl, which I happen to have. With this mix here, with Giles, you know, doing this, to me, in my opinion, it sounds like it's a little more punchier, okay? A little more up front. And I kind of like it that way. Some purists, I've read and watched different things. Some purists don't exactly care for the punchiness of it, but I do. I really do. I think it does make it sound better. That's for sure. I can hear minor differences in the mixes. You can hear what used to be maybe whispers from some of them, like what was it? John's comment about my hands are cold, which is funny because like I'm like, oh, okay. So you get right off the bat, they're in Twickenham, it's freezing, you know, and like my hands are cold, you know, so little things like that. But it's like I said, I'm hearing new things, even if they're minute. I can tell compared to the vinyl release. All right, now the second disc, which is the highlights on here. So let me explain. Bear with me here. That the second disc highlights. Your first disc, of course, obviously, you know, Two of Us, Dig a Pony, Cross the Universe, I Me Mine, Dig It, Let It Be, Maggie May, I've Got a Feeling, One After 909, The Long and Winding Road, For You Blue, and Get Back. That was your original order on things. And you know what? I love all these songs. I grew up, maybe, I think I got my first copy of Let It Be in the late 1970s. It was an original Apple press. I would love to get the UK version where it came in the box with the 60-page photos from the film and such. So the CD2 outtake highlights on this, okay? So morning camera speech, going into a different take for Two of Us. I thought that was interesting to a degree. Maggie May, track 2 with Fancy My Chances with You, which I thought was at least minorly interesting on that one. I actually like the take 4 For You Blue, which is track 3. It sounded a little more raw to me. I really wish they would have stuck that on the record instead, to tell you the truth. I like the Let It Be, where he shifts into Please Please Me, which is your track 4. The Walk, which is track 5. Unfortunately, that got captured in the middle of a reel change, so there's only 50 seconds of it. That's too bad, because I really wish there was a full version of that, because I kind of dug it. I've Got a Feeling, that one was pretty cool too. Dig a Pony, Get Back on that one, take 8, where I like where he goes off and he's mentioning about the teapot. It's like, yeah, it's 5 o'clock. Go get your tea. Go get your tea on. Take your cap off. That's what it says in here, and I like that because you're like, wait a minute, I'm not used to that. So I mean, in the proceedings here, you do notice a little more playfulness, okay? And I'm going to tell you, Billy Preston, adding to that as the special guest as he was, added an extra element to it, okay? I always was a big Billy Preston fan in the first place. Even going back to his days with Little Richard, I always liked him, okay? And it was just really nice that he added an extra touch to the whole album's proceedings. One After 909, Don't Let Me Down, the first rooftop performance is on the second disc here. Long and Winding Road, take 19. And then a little interesting, Wake Up Little Susie, the Everly Brothers hit, cut into I Me Mine, take 11, and then Across the Universe, the unreleased Glyn Johns 1970 mix is what closes out the second disc. Now, you know, I looked into the other versions of this, okay, which I'll explain in a second here, that if you do end up getting the, the 5-disc version, with the disc 3, you're going to get more Get Back rehearsals, but at least with that stuff, you do get the workings of Give Me Some Truth, She Came In Through the Bathroom Window, Polythene Pam, Octopus's Garden, Oh Darling, and other goodies. And you know what, it's kind of neat to hear them just a few weeks to a few months before it's fleshed out, of course, for Abbey Road, which I love. You know, I am so glad that the Beatles went and did one more college try and Abbey Road was their final recorded album, okay? Because if they left it off on this, I think maybe as a Beatle fan, I would have felt cheated. Seriously, okay? But in this case, being able to know that Abbey Road was the last thing that was recorded, you can still look on this as a time capsule. That's really what this is if you think about it. I don't know how many of you people have seen the original movie. Yes, it's depressing. It is depressing. You're seeing the death, the slow death of probably the most, revered pop band maybe of all time. Maybe I'm going a little too far. But there's millions and millions of Beatles fans, and watching that movie, you could just feel it that way. Now I want to see what the Get Back documentary is for those 3 days, the 2 hours apiece, that Peter Jackson did, which is supposed to lighten up the mood a little bit. I hope that when that's all said and done, see, I know some people were bitching about why some of the Twickenham stuff isn't on there, why some of the Rooftop stuff isn't. Maybe they're going to put another album out. This is just a guess, though, okay? But you know, maybe they're going to put it out as Get Back, you know, and your audio and, you know, highlights from that. Who knows? You know, like they did with the touring years for Ron Howard's film. Maybe Peter Jackson, they're going to do something like that too. Who knows? So maybe we're still going to hear some more from these sessions that hasn't been really put out yet, because there's hundreds and hundreds of hours of audio. There is. And so yeah. So then disc 4, of course, if you're going to go that way, you're going to get your Glyn Johns 1969 mix, which restores Rocker and Teddy Boy in the longer dig it. Okay. The thing is, finance dictates. This is the reason why I went at least with the 2 CD edition, because I'm a sucker for, you know, I didn't have this on CD to begin with, okay, to my knowledge, and so just to be able to get the works in progress on disc 2 kind of made it worth it. And you know, well, I got it for like 19 and some change, okay, for the 2 discs. It's actually reasonably priced, I think, in my opinion. So go get this, because also it's cheaper than the vinyl. Oh my God, I saw the prices for the vinyl. $38 for the one album. Nuts, they're nuts. Get this, bigger bang for the buck, okay? So, like I said, Beatles fan, thumbs up on this. I really do think that definitely is an improvement, to say the least, on this. Now, I want to ask you in the comment section, okay? Are you going to get this edition? Are you going to get any of the editions of Let It Be? What do you think? Do you think they're going to go off and put a companion music set from the Get Back documentary when it comes out in late November? Do you think that's a possibility? What is your favorite song off of here? What's your favorite highlight? If you've seen the movie Let It Be, what's your highlight? I've seen the first trailer Peter Jackson gave, and then I saw the official Disney Plus trailer, and I've enjoyed both of those trailers for now, like I said, which spins it on a more positive light. If they are smart, and I've heard rumors about this, that in the spring of 2022, that they could end up being given a Blu-ray treatment along with a, it'll be like a side-by-side, so you finally might get a Blu-ray of Let It Be, the movie from 1970. I hope so, because I will buy that set without a doubt, and I'm also hoping that there's extra bonuses, audio and video, for that. Us Beatle fans can only hope. And then, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but bear with me here. I remember when I was a younger Beatle fan, okay, and I've also read in different videos, seen in different videos and read in different reviews as well, that if you've got some of the Beatle bootlegs, like Sweet Apple Tracks Volume 1 and 2, and I think there's one other one that's out there that took some of the collective material, that some of it is not on this package. Hang on to those. Hang on to those. I would love to get those bootlegs myself, to tell you the honest truth. I'd like to get as much different Let It Be era stuff. They recorded a lot in January '69. Go get this CD. Like I said, mention in the comments if you're going to get this or not, what's your favorite song. What do you think that the Beatles are going to come up with next? Or should I say the Apple Corps? What do you think they're going to come up with next in the Beatle universe here for audio? Are they maybe going to go backwards and start out maybe with the first few albums? I've heard little whisperings about a deluxe magical mystery tour treatment. What do you think, guys? Let me know. You know what? Until next time, take care, God bless, and rock on, and be good to one another, and just let it be.